ズル弾け散って深夜の帰り疲れ切って曲がり角間違えて知らない道に出た生きてゆくことの半分は壁にぶち当たるばかりだ残された半分はそれを乗り越えてゆくためだ人生は素晴らしい誰よりも誇らしい一つ一つ諦めずにためらわずにいけ未来とは七不思議信じれば叶う夢僕と新しい明日を叫ぼう
Halo teman-teman semua, kembali lagi bersama gue di Game Channel. Sekarang bersama gue dengan Aldi. Di sini kita bakal mainin lagi Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Malam ini kita bakal menjadi pengacara lagi ya. Oke. Kayaknya belum jam 9.30, emang belum ya. Kita main gamenya nanti jam 9.30 gitu. Setelah main game jam 9.30 baru kita bakalan main gamenya. Ada suara motor di luar ya. Aduh ya gitu. Kayak jadi jam 9.30 kita baru mulai live, baru mulai main gamenya. Nah sekarang kita bakal ngobrol dulu seperti biasa gitu. Wah kencengan suaranya? Oke kencengan suaranya, saya kecil dulu ya. Dah, suara musiknya maksudnya gitu. Jadi gimana kabar teman-teman? Alhamdulillah baik semuanya gitu. Please cover Kurosuke Tapestry. Kurosuke Tapestry nanti ya. Kalau ada waktunya insya Allah saya cover gitu. Mudah-mudahan lagi nggak ada waktu. Kemarin kemarin sempat nggak live stream karena pagi-paginya udah live stream jam 8 pagi. Teman-teman silakan check out live streamnya. Kemarin kita kemarin nggak main game tapi kita reaction video upacara pengibaran bendera di Istana Negara gitu. Karena saya sendiri juga adalah kayak apa ya kalau bisa dibilang ya main former paskibra. Nah jadi kemarin itu sempat ngobrolin soal paskibraka gitu di channel gue, walaupun di channel game ya, cuman kadang out of nowhere kita ngomongin paskibraka gitu loh, sangat tidak diduga gitu ya. Nggak apa-apa ya namanya mau live stream gitu kan. Dan kemarin juga gue datengin panelis ya dari organisasi paskibra gue dulu di SMA. Ada panelis yang udah pernah ikut di Istana Negara dan juga ada yang pernah ikut seleksi calon paskibraka gitu. Teman-teman yang mau nonton silahkan check out live stream sebelumnya gitu. Nah hari ini kita bakal main lagi Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Kayak kemarin gue akan sum up dulu kejadian kemarin. Jadi kemarin itu sudah sampai di kita mau persidangan hari kedua gitu. Jadi katanya kemarin di dalam studio filmnya itu ada orang yang ternyata masih ada di studio film yang nggak ditanyain sama detektif atau dari pengacaranya. Jadi dia orang ini nggak diwawancara itu istilahnya. Karena mereka nggak diwawancara, jadi kemungkinan mereka berdua adalah pembunuhnya, antara director, produser atau kalau orang-orang TV katanya. Jadi antara tiga itulah jadinya. Jadi antara ketiga itu bisa jadi mereka ada yang jadi pembunuhnya gitu. Nah sekarang kita bakal uncover siapa pembunuhnya. Mungkin di persidangan kedua kali ya. Persidangan kedua atau di persidangan ketiga gue nggak tahu. Lupa juga gitu. Udah lama nggak main game ini lagi gitu. Jadi sedikit lupa ingat gitu. Kadang-kadang kalau di sini kan lu harus kayak nge-present kayak evidence gitu kan. Jadi pas lu nge-present evidence tuh kayak objection gitu. Nah pas objection lu bisa nge-object pernyataan dari saksi mata. Nanti lu bisa kasih evidence-nya. Ini menurut gua lu berbeda dari evidence yang ada gitu. Nah itu kadang gua juga lupa yang mana nih evidence-nya gitu, yang bener ternyata. Nah itu gua kadang juga lupa. Jadi kadang gua juga masih baru lah sama game ini. Mudah-mudahan bisa mengikuti terus gitu. Nah kemarin juga kita sudah merayakan hari kemerdekaan Indonesia ke-75. Dan saya dengar bener apa enggak ya, jadi katanya Indonesia itu ngeluarin uang baru, uang rupiah 75.000 kalau nggak salah ya kemarin dikeluarkan akhirnya. Mungkin itu memperingati hari ulang tahun ke-75 juga kali ya, saya nggak tahu. Tiba-tiba dikeluarkan uang 75.000 dan banyak orang-orang teman-teman saya yang bilang ini hoax nih 75.000 bener apa enggak? Ternyata bener ya, uang 75.000 itu emang beneran ada. Walaupun saya sendiri belum pernah menerima ya sampai sekarang, baru suatu hari sih. Baru sehari udah minta duit aja. Tapi saya pun belum menerima uang 75.000 itu sih. Belum pernah lihat. Kalau nggak salah gambarnya juga Bapak Insinyur Soekarno juga deh. Gambar dari duit uang tersebut. Pengen lihat juga gue duitnya kayak gimana gitu. Duit udah cepet kan. Aduh, pas banget 75.000 buat beli Amer. Ya kan, nggak, selain Amer kan banyak bisa dibeli pakai duit 75.000 gitu loh. Tapi memudahkan semua umat nggak sih 75.000 itu? Menurut gue memudahkan sih. Misalnya lu belanja nih 20.000 kan, misalnya gitu kan. Belanja 20.000 nih, lu pakai duit 100.000. Udah lu tinggal ngasih 75.000 sama 5.000 gitu kan. Jadi nggak dapat 50.000, 20.000, 10.000 gitu, repot jadinya. Jadi tinggal 75.000 sama 5.000 jadi 80.000. Ya walaupun sedikit tanggung sih 75.000 itu, jujur aja sih, cuman ya udahlah. Karena memudahkan semua umat gitu. Karena kalau lo belanja juga 25.000 gitu kan, misalnya kembali 75.000. Ya easy lah, mempermudah hidup gitu. Kenapa enggak kalau mempermudah hidup ya kan? So tau banget lo anjing. Nah, seperti biasa lah, kali ini kita akan mulai dengan apa nih, udah biasa seperti ini namanya intermission ya. Ngobrol-ngobrol dengan kalian semua. Silakan kalau mau ngobrol atau mau sama komen nanti akan gue bacain. Di sebelah ini ada komen ya, jadi bisa kalian baca. Nah, kalau mau donate silakan, ada linknya ada di deskripsi. Yang mau sawer silakan. Thank you banget yang udah mau donasi ke gue. I appreciate so much. Thank you so much. If you wanna, kalau teman-teman mau ngasih donasinya ke saya gitu. Saya berteman, ini ada orang-orangnya di bawah juga yang udah pernah donasi ke saya. Thank you nih. Terakhir nih, mau sawer di sawera.co/rahgamechannel. Rahgame channel semua caps lock Rahgame channel. Halo Arsyad Rafa gitu. Apa kabar kamu? Baik kah? Gitu. Kalau baik jangan sampai sakit gitu. Halo. Nah, kita akan mulai langsung ya. Mungkin kita akan mainin lagi game Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney sampai di episode ketiga. Trial hari kedua gitu. Let's go. Baik. Oke, baik Arsyad. Kalau baik-baik saja alhamdulillah. Bagus kalau baik-baik saja. Jangan sampai sakit lah, mudah-mudahan ya. Di masa-masa seperti ini kalau sakit itu rasanya kayak aduh gimana gitu. Jangan sampai sakit lah pokoknya intinya. Kalau sakit tuh udah repot lah kalau bawanya kalau udah sakit, bos. Gitu ya. Langsung aja saya siapin dulu nih gamenya. Oke. Let's go. Walaupun lagunya sudah meninggal, maksud gue udah mati ya. Udah meninggal lagunya. Kita lihat nih, apakah sudah bisa gamenya? Bisa. Oke, ini dia gamenya, sudah bisa dimainkan ya. Sudah bisa dimainkan, apaan sih gue. Langsung aja kita bakal main lagi Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Trilogi hitungannya ya, tapi enggak. Kita main yang Turnabout Samurai Day 3 Trial. Ini adalah sidangan hari ketiga persidangan. Maksudnya gimana ya? Hari kedua kita ada investigasi, hari ketiga kita sidang lagi gitu. Let's go. Oktober 19 District Court Defendant number 1. Oh, ini dia Bapak Willpower. Gimana kemarin gue lupa bikin suara Mr. Wright. Yes. Why do you look so unhappy? Nothing. Really, it's nothing. Si Mia masih ada tuh. Right, Mia? She looks even happier. Phoenix, your client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him. This is no time for dead people jokes, please. Dead people joke, am I right? Huh? Mia udah mati, jadi yeah, you get the point lah. You know, we're going into this trial utterly defenseless. Jadi kita nggak punya pertahanan nih ngadepin persidangan kali ini gitu. Yet if Mr. Power is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it. Ini evidence-nya ya. Mungkin nggak terlalu banyak sih ya. Nggak terlalu banyak jadinya. Jadi katanya kalau lu yakin Mr. Millpowers ini innocent atau nggak bersalah, pasti nanti di evidence, di bukti yang lu punya, barang bukti yang lu punya itu bisa ada suatu hal yang lu nggak lihat atau ada, itu bisa jadi senjata gitu. Something overlooked mungkin yang nggak gua lihat gitu. We have to find something Phoenix today gitu. Jadi dari evidence itu mungkin ada yang nggak lu lihat gitu. Harus ditemuin hari ini. Is that or lose the trial? Itu atau kita kalah? This is going to be easy. Ini gak bakal mudah sih rasanya. October 19 jam 10 District Court nomor 4. Kita melawan si Edgeworth lagi. Oke. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. Oh iya, Mr. Edgeworth kan. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Asik. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday we learned that there were other people present at the studios. Nah, kita kemarin mengetahui kalau ada orang lain di studio itu, ternyata ada di situ gitu. Today I would like to show evidence proving they had nothing to do with the murder. Hari ini gue akan ngasih lihat barang bukti yang ngebuktiin kalau mereka ini gak ada hubungannya sama pembunuhan itu. Very well, you may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. I wonder if it will be the producer. Ini mudah-mudahan ini bakalan si produsernya nih yang dipanggil nih. The prosecution call Mr. Salmanella to the stand. Ya bener kan produsernya? Oh, bukannya Salmanella direkturnya, or that director. God damn this director. Will the witness state his name and profession? Gimana sih, man? How rude can you get? You don't know me. I'm the director. I'm not the steel samurai noob. Ruffle. Edgeworth like Salmanella. I'm the director. Television. Were you at the Global Studio on the day of the murder? Kamu ada di Global Studio waktu hari pembunuhan? Yes, Yang Mulia. Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of that day. Coba kamu memberi testimoni saat ke persidangan saat hari pembunuhan itu. Phoenix. Let's start by picking this testimony apart. Jadi kita mulai dengan ngelihat testimoni satu persatu. If Power is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it. Right. She doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. Dia langsung ngasih pressure ke kita gitu. Okay, let's go. Witness testimony the day of the murder. Kita lihat nih, ada nggak di testimoni dia ada yang salah apa nggak? I was at the studio from around 9 that morning. Gua ada di studio saat sekitar jam 9 pagi itu. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run through. Katanya pas lagi pagi hari itu, gue lagi ngejalanin kayak action scene gitu, kayak run through kayak pelatihan action scene gitulah. Itu a lot more time than I thought it would. Itu menghabiskan banyak waktu yang gue perkirakan. I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area. Gue dengar orang-orang pada makan siang di area kantoran gitu, area pegawai. But I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. Tapi gue punya meeting di Studio 2 di trailernya di dalam rumahnya itu. So jadi gue skip makan siang. We were in the meeting until around 4. Nah, kita ada di meeting sekitar sampai jam 4. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their chairs. Nah, sampai dari jam berapa tuh? Dari siang tuh sampai jam berapa? Katanya sampai jam 4 itu nggak ada yang pergi keluar ruangan. The time of Mr. Hammer death was 2:30 p.m. and according to your testimony, you were in the meeting at that time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. Nah, ini kayak kita press kali ya. Kita press satu persatu. I was at the studio from around 9 that morning. Kok di present? Hold it. Is that when you always come into work? Itu waktu yang selalu datang pas lagi mau kerja. Oh no, I come in all sort of hours. Is the industry way. Gue sih datang kalau dibutuhin gitu loh. Jadi ya itu hal industri lah. Yeah, I know all about the freaks in your industry. Still for what? FWIW. I don't know. I was pretty busy all that day. Tell us more about that. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run through. in the employee area? That's right. It was fight scene between the steel samurai and the evil magistrate. Was anyone else at the run-through? Oh yeah, that security lady was sitting there watching the whole thing. Laughed out loud. She was cheering on Hammer, if you can believe it. She certainly has the lungs for it. Anyone else? Ada lagi nggak orang ada di situ? Nope, just us four. Berarti si siapa namanya, si Jack Hammer, si Willpower, ini direktornya, si Salmonella sama si security guardnya. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. Ternyata lebih lama deh. Why did it go on so long? Kenapa jadi lama? I'm pretty sure you've already heard about this. Gue yakin lu udah denger ini. But WPC Willpower twisted his ankle during the run through. Dia cedera waktu pelatihan itu. Alright, that's the limp. Which of course led to me missing my lunch. ROFS. Please deh. Gue nggak tahu kata-kata slang bahasa Inggris ini. ROFS, rolling on the floor starving. Oh iya. Kan trouble kan rolling on the floor laughing. Ini rolling on the floor starving. I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area. What exactly did they have for T-bone steak? The assistant cooked some up. Oh my god, come to think of it, there was a plate with some bones on it in the employee area. Everyone else, meaning that the witness did not eat with them. But I had a meeting in the Studio 2 trailer, so I ended up skipping lunch. So in the end, you didn't get to it, jadi lu nggak makan sama sekali. Yeah, no steak at least. Can you believe it? Lu percaya nggak sih? That must have been tough. Yeah, Phoenix. Yeah. Doesn't something about that seem odd to you? It's a little fag. What is fag? Apa itu fag? It's contradictory? Yeah, it does seem odd. Now that you mention it, Mr. Manila. What did you want? When I went to the studio too, I saw something on the table there. There were 2 plates that same kind of plates as the one in the employee area. Nah tadi kalau teman-teman nonton episode kemarin itu di studio 2 ada 2 piring juga di depan trailer, di depan rumahnya itu ada juga piring 2 di situ. Ada yang makan. Who ate lunch there? No, good call. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it. But I did it. Okay. Tapi gue makan juga akhirnya. A T-bone steak, you mean? Yeah, well, I mean the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trailer thinking I could eat it later. Clearly a man who likes to eat, I suspect as much. So when exactly did you eat? Jadi kapan lu makan? We took 1 break during the meeting. I wove it down then. Okay, abis itu dia makan. A mental image will carry me onto my grave. Wait a second. If they took a break in that meeting, that contradicts his testimony. I'll press on that one a bit more. Nih, I'm pretty sure no one left the chairs. Tapi kita press yang ini dulu. What were you discussing? Lu pada ngomongin apa? The Steel Samurai story and our budget. Jadi cerita Steel Samurai sama budget kita. Get this, the sponsor turned to me and say, Mr. Manila, those scripts of yours are not appropriate for children. Can you believe it? Actually, I kind of can. So, nobody left the table during the whole meeting? Nah ini, during the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left the chairs. Look, you didn't take a single break? Well, yeah, no one. What's he sweating so much about? I wonder. If only I had an idea. Wait a second. Maybe I do have an idea. Press harder lah. Yang suruh press harder. Wait a second. Mr. Manila, you've just contradicted yourself. Did you just tell the court that you ate the T-bone steak during a break? Enggak, nih orang nggak ngerti kata-kata ROFL, LOL gitu kali ya. Kan ya ini ketahuan banget lah orang-orang gitu lah. Dia pakai kata-kata cuma pas tahu kata-kata itu apa namanya terkenal gitu loh, kayak cringe apalagi tuh simp. Well, Mr. Manila, what's this all about? Well, yeah, I guess we will take a little break. Karena kita, ya, mungkin kita emang bener-bener istirahat sih, kayaknya. Bodoh. Phoenix, great job. If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time. Your Honor, I call on the witness to testify the court about this break. Very well, Mr. Manila, your testimony, please. Enggak nih, Edward selalu deh kalau gini. Edward is laughing. The break. Jangan-jangan si siapa namanya si Edward juga udah nge-ini, pasti dia udah nge-set up ininya nih kalau kita tanya, nih istirahatnya gimana nih gitu. Ya for what? Apa sih? We took a break. Kebetulan cemil ya, apa for your apa FYI kan. But it was only 15 minutes. 15. That's only 13 in base 12. What? Not enough time for someone to say commit murder in Studio One. Lol. What? There's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak if you ask me. Come on. I don't think it will even be enough time for that, but that's just me. Very well. You may begin the cross-examination. Nah ini, ada apa nih di sini? Cuma 3 testimoni doang. We took a break, Raffle. Okay. What time exactly did you take this break? I'd say it was around 2:30 or so until 2:45. 2:30. It's the time of the day. So he could have gone to Studio One, killed Hammer, and come back. It's impossible time-wise. But it was only 15 minutes. 15. What are you doing for those 15 minutes? Eating my T-bone steak. What else? Makan lah katanya. There were 2 plates on that table. Alright, the other one was Diva. The Vasquez play. The Vasquez, the producer. 3 T-bone steak in 15 minutes, that's quite a feat. Not enough time for someone to say commit murder in Studio One, lol. Okay, why is that? The objection. Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to the Studio One. Jadi katanya, karena hanya ada break sama 15 menit itu, jadi gak mungkin orang-orang yang ada di Studio 2 itu bisa masuk ke Studio 1 dan ngebunuh si Jack Hammer. Karena cuma 15 menit gitu kan, cepat doang gitu. What? Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to the Studio 1. Nah, pasti lu nggak mau ngomong apa? Suggesting tuh kayak ngomong soal ada orang yang bakal datang ke Studio 1 kan, ke Studio 1 kan. Well, Mr. Wright, Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer. Do you claim someone from the trailer went to the Studio 1? I claim it and claim it loud, bitch. I'm sorry. I agree to let everyone in that trailer off the hook and then its trial is over. Mr. Powell will be found guilty for sure. Nah ini, kalau gue bilang nggak ada kali ya, udah habis. Jangan harus bilang ada. The victim was murdered at 2:30 at the exact time of the break in the meeting. With 15 minutes, murder is certainly possibility. Jadi katanya dengan 15 menit pembunuhan bisa aja terjadi katanya. I suppose you might say that. Alright, I've got the judge thinking now. Never a dull moment with you, Mr. Wright. What's your point, Edward? Apa sih, Edward? You've been doing your homework, haven't you? Look at the court record. The court record? Ini ya, pasti dia ngomongin ini pasti. Surely you know that from 2:15 to 4 the path between the studio was blocked. Kan bener, dia ngomongin soal itu. Miss Monkey had fallen across the path. You're right. True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Mrs. Monkeyhead barred the way. It's actually Mr. Monkey, but that's your point. And somehow I feel no desire to correct him. No counter argument, Mr. Wright, then I'm afraid you lose this round. I would like to relieve Mr. Manila from the stand. Oh, what? It's over? Napa nih? Very well. The court's opinion on this case is follow. We have found there were several other people in Studio 2 and the day of the murder. However, it is also clear that none of these people could have gone to the Studio 1. They therefore have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to this, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powell could have demoralized the day. All that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. Nah, ini dia nih. If we had that, I'm afraid I have to find Mr. Powell guilty. Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have decisive evidence, a witness. What? Who is that witness, Mr. Edgeworth? My witness saw the very moment when the steel samurai skewered the victim. What? Who? Ini kenapa sih prosekusi expert malah ngomongin gituan lagi? The court will take a 10-minute recess, after which you will hear your witness. Court is adjourned for recess. What? Who is this? October 19, 11:04. What do we do now, Mia? If everyone in that trailer has an alibi. I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong. But Mia, don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have? Don't get me wrong, I've never given up a trial before, not while there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. The people in the trailer could not have gone to Studio One. I thought there was more to it than that, but I was wrong. That's all there is. What? What's going to happen to me? It kind of seems like everyone in the courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer. Yeah, I don't know. Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you are innocent, we will prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai hero to children everywhere. After all, thanks. Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it. Oke, siapakah ini? Jangan-jangan si ini lagi yang dipanggil siapa? Si anak kita yang dipanggil. Apa si De Vasquez? Kita lihat nih. Jadi belum tentu nih. Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Bill Powers. The prosecution has no concern as our witness is a great akan bener sih ini. Yang bocah itu teman-teman yang dipanggil. We worry that the events might cause unnecessary trauma with this cruel questioning. Nice to see Edgeworth taking the moral high ground. However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand. Si Cody nih gak kelihatan. Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on. Right. Guard, please bring him a box. One of those donuts crates should do. Donut? What? Kalau nggak salah di animenya, teman-teman. Kalau teman-teman, nih game Phoenix Wright ini punya animenya. Nah, animenya itu kalau nggak salah si Cody ini pernah jadi. Gue sih seingat gue Cody nggak pernah jadi witness. Jadi Cody itu cuma nontonin doang dari kursi. Tapi nanti endingnya si Cody itu tiba-tiba turun dari kursi penonton terus jadi witness apa gimana gitu. Nanti itu kita lihat ya, apakah kayak gitu lagi. Seingat gue juga kalau nggak salah ada 3 kali sidang kayaknya ya. Seingat gue ada 3 kali sidang. Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness. What? Just call you all grown up. Don't mean you can push me around. Well, Edgeworth getting fucked up. Cody, answer his question, okay? Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Hackins. I'm in 2nd grade. I get the feeling this is going to be a long, long day. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. Witness, I mean Cody. He's having a trouble with this gentle thing. You were present, are you? You were at the Global Studios on the day of the incident. Dia nggak bisa ngomong kayak you were present, nggak bisa. You were at the Global Studio on the day of the ibu ngomong murder incident. Masih kelas 2. You got a problem with that? Please tell us what you saw that day. What pops you want me to tell you and grab to the beard over there? Just Mr. Ash will be fine. I prefer being a gentleman. A very long day. God damn, this game is so good. Barusan aku cek channel kakak di Nox Influencer. Katanya penghasilan kakak per video 2,35 ribu. Gak bener ya teman-teman ya. Jadi penghasilan di sini tuh bukan penghasilan soal YouTube ya. Jadi penghasilan gue kan itu aja hanya hitung-hitungan Nox Influencer doang. Jadi gue nggak bisa bilang penghasilan gue segitu karena gue sendiri belum dapat AdSense dari game gue di YouTube gitu. Jadi gue nggak bisa bilang kalau ini adalah Nox Influencer gue dapat duit segitu karena gue belum dapat AdSense karena mereka itu cuma hitung-hitungan sama aja ke Social Blade juga ikut kayak gitu, dia pakai ada duit kayak gini. Jadi Arsyad gue nggak dapat duit dari YouTube sama sekali nggak dapat duit dari YouTube. Gue main game literally cuman ya udah kalau dapat duitnya dari saweran kalian, dari donasi kalian di Saweria itu doang. Jadi kalau teman-teman yang nganggap gue dapat penghasilan dari YouTube live stream dapat 2,35 ribu, itu nggak benar ya. Gue masih belum dapat AdSense gitu, jadi masih ada ininya lah. Ini gamenya di download di mana kak? Downloadnya di Steam teman-teman ya. Saya nggak tahu di mana, download di Steam, beli ya 200 ribuan lah kalau nggak salah. Yang trilogy ini. Gitu ya. Jadi kalau saya dapat duit nggak dapat sama sekali, beneran nggak dapat. Jadi literally dapat duit itu cuma dari Saweria gitu sama donasi teman-teman. Ya. Jadi thank you banget kalau teman-teman yang mau donasi, itu ngebantu banget karena gue live stream tiap hari. Jadi ya kalau teman-teman donasi thank you gitu. Jadi gue feel appreciated gitu, kayak dihargain gitu lah live stream gue. Thank you banget. Jadi kalau gue dapat adsense dari YouTube, dari nose influencer, dari social blade, gue nggak dapat sama sekali ya. Gitu jadi. Photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. Jadi katanya alat foto-foto itu nggak boleh. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I like a special permission if that's possible. Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain terms with a kid and you lost? Jadi lu tadi nawar sama anak-anak biar dia nggak bawa kamera, tuh lu kalah gitu. Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all yet. Okay, but I bring it with me wherever I go. Okay? Dia nggak tahu cara makainya. Phoenix, I wonder if you had that camera on that day of your murder. You better make a note of in the court record. The new digital camera, Cody always carries it, though he's still learning how to use it. Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw the day of the incident. Ini tadi dicatat tuh tadi kameranya. Witness testimony. Okay, let's see. I wanted to see Steel Samurai rehearsal just one. Gue cuma pengen lihat rehearsalnya Steel Samurai sekali. I found a map on the internet and went to studios that day. Jadi gue ketemu petanya di internet. Terus gue langsung pergi ke studionya hari itu juga. I went through the woods of the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me. Jadi katanya dia lewat hutan-hutan gitu. Jadi yang kata penjaganya nggak bisa nangkep gue. I was going for the studio. Gue langsung masuk ke studionya. I got kind of lost on the way though for about 30 minutes. Jadi katanya gue agak sedikit tersesat sekitar 30 menit. When I came out by the studio, there was a Steel Samurai. Jadi saat gue keluar dari studio, tiba-tiba ada Steel Samurai. It totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! If I had my camera with me, that would have been this time for sure, I tell you. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home. Jadi dia kata ngeliat si Steel Samurai depan mata dia. Very well, the defense may begin its cross-examination, but be gentle. Remember, you're still talking to a child. This gets tougher than most adult we've seen here, honestly. Berat gitu. Let's see. I wanted to see Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. Let's see, I'm gonna press that. You really like the Steel Samurai, huh? Of course I do. I've tapped every show. What? You tab it? I think is that kind of illegal? And I go to all the live performances. That's impressive. Have you been to the amusement park? Of course, duh. My dad always takes me. Poor dad. Kasihan bapak. I found a map on the internet. I went to the studio that day. Internet? Was that day the first time you'd been in the studio? Actually, I've been a couple of times. I never managed to get there on the rehearsal day, and that security lady always yelling. Right. Please continue. Chill, pops. I'm getting to it. How am I supposed to talk with you cutting me off all the time? Jeez. I went through the woods of the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me. Kita pergi satu teman. Of the path? Yeah, you know how the studio are in the valley there. If you got off the path a little, there's a woods. That's where I am. That's where I was. I see. Anyhow, I was going for the studio. Did nothing unusual happen on your way to the studio? Ada hal yang aneh-aneh nggak? Unusual? Did you see this monkey by any chance? Oh, you mean Mr. Monkey? Yeah, I saw him, but he said it wasn't. Oh, what? So you went straight to the studio. I got kind of lost on the way though for about 30 minutes. You got lost in the woods? Yeah, I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. But man, I was relieved when I saw the blue studio doors. But guess what happened next? When I came out of the studio, there was Steel Samurai. The Steel Samurai? Yeah, he was standing by the studio gate. It looked like he was thinking about something before going in. Then he opened up the gate and went inside. I see, what then? It totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. What? What sort of bad guy was it? A guy, a person, kind of tall, skinny. Are you sure it was a guy? I don't know, he was kind of far away. He's being awfully fag. Of course the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! What happened to the bad guy? Huh? Well, he kind of didn't move, not a bit. Like he was dead. Oh. Shouldn't, Phoenix, you shouldn't. Lu harusnya nggak nanya gitu karena kelas 2 SD sih. I guess he's a real pro. What a great... bagus. Ya gitu aja. Yes, I suppose he was. Gak, bagus. If I have my camera with me, that will be the time for shot, I tell you. If you had your camera? You mean you were carrying your camera then? No, I wasn't. It's not like I have it all the time. Really? I guess seeing the killing freaked him out and he went home. Phoenix, remember his child. Use gentle words but be firm. Easy for you to say. Coba ya, tadi kan dia bilang kameranya itu kan selalu dia bawa. Nah, coba kita objection di sini. Nah, bener. Cody, what you just said seems, well, a little strange. Did you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that. Huh? Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right? Mr. Wright, a world with you. Was I putting the pressure on too much? What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about? It's a digital camera, Your Honor? It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that? I see. Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studio. You did bring it, didn't you? Nah, ini objection lagi. Mr. Wright, how cruel you are to terrorize a poor child. Come on, Edgeworth. Okay. I don't care which our prosecuting attorney. No one should lie in court. What do you mean, or a prosecuting attorney? Well, Cody. What? Yeah, so I had my camera. So what? You got a problem with that? See, you had a camera. I see, boy. So you did have a camera. Did you use this camera? Well, why would I use it? I was too busy watching. Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching. Capek, testimoni lagi. Yeah, I had my camera with me, but I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's too strong. The Steel Samurai rules. Is that all? Well, it was brief. Mr. Wright, you cross-examination. What? Let's see. Yeah, I had my camera with me. Okay, let's press it. So why didn't you use it? Objection lagi nih bocah. He's getting to that. Relax and listen. I didn't use it cause I was too busy watching the real thing. But I was glued to it. I couldn't take my eyes off it. So you were watching the Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight? Yeah, of course. You didn't turn away, not even once. No. Okay then, tell us exactly what happened. Yeah, I'm getting to that. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! What is this wham, by the way? So the bad guy attacked him first? Yeah. What sort of person was this bad guy? I told you, a person. He was a person. How was he dressed? I kinda don't remember. I was too busy watching the Steel Samurai. I see, and what happened next? Then the bad guy stopped moving. Who is this bad guy? Why? Huh? What do you mean, why? Why wasn't the bad guy moving? Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice. And how exactly did he do that? How did he do it? With a samurai kick and samurai punch, or samurai chop and samurai... something like that. He's still being a vague about this. Masih ditutupin katanya dari ini. Kayak nggak mau ngasih tau yang hal sebenarnya gitu loh. What? Don't give me that look, Pops. How should I play this? Let's press him harder. Cody? What? something's bothering me. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action. Yeah, so what? Yet you missed the most important part. What is the meaning of this? The witness has stated what he saw quite clearly. Objection! You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Vague tuh kayak ditutupin gitu kayaknya. Tell me what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap? My point is this, Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurais fight, but you missed the most important part, the killing blow. Whoa, talking about killing blow in second grade? That's fucking good, Phoenix, right? Mr. Wright. How could this be? Can you explain how you might have missed something so vital? Well, that's the thing. Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why didn't Cody see the climax on the fight? I know you can figure this out. Mr. Wright, your answer, we have as certain that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight? Show evidence? Am I having evidence? The one when the break in the shower has been conducted. What the fuck? He couldn't watch it. Let's save. He couldn't watch it. Because he couldn't watch it, how could he calmly watch a murder taking place at his age? What the fuck? Just a moment, please. One thing has become quite clear in this boy testimony. He didn't believe he was witnessing a murder. He was watching the Steel Samurai fight like on TV. The more with the fight, the more he would have watched. I have to agree with Mr. Edgeworth. Well, Mr. Wright, do you have another explanation? Wherever I started that the boy Steel Samurai, he was watching someone else. Something else. He missed the climax of the fight. Because he was looking at something else. Probably. Something else. Mr. Wright, explain yourself. What could possibly distract this boy from seeing his idol, the Steel Samurai fight? What do you claim he was looking at? Oof. Come on. Think of something. Please refrain from making baseless claim. Yes, sir, Your Honor. Do you have any explanation for this? But it is so evidence, berarti benar. Your Honor, I have evidence. Evidence? Yes, Your Honor. Why did Cody look away from the fight? Because of this? Yeah, I guess. Here's my proof. Can I do that again? This doesn't prove anything. Allah should know my view. Very well. I answer the question again. Show evidence. Yang mana tapi evidence ya? Flip. There you go. Here's my proof. Kan dia get the camera. The witness stated that he recently received this camera. Yes, I'm aware of that. He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation. I'm aware of that too. Surprise Pikachu noises. Face, I mean. Correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at the critical moment? Because he was looking at this camera. He was trying to take a picture. Bullseye. What's your problem, Bob? You could think of picking a little kids. Pressing, not picking. Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying, clearly. Smart of you to realize there was no way he could just stand there watching his hero, and not take a picture, right? Cody, there was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight, and that was because you wanted to take a picture, but having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So you missed the climax of the fight, correct? Okay. Triple dot? Yeah. Well, Phoenix, I'll bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again. Right. Mia means business. Your Honor, the defense would like to request that Cody Hackett testify once more. Very well. Cody, could you please tell us about your camera and about why you didn't take a picture of the fight? Welcome to the real world, kid. This is the best part. Come on. Welcome to the real world. Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain. From the clutches of the villains? So I held up my camera to take a picture, but the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. That's all happened. Yup. That's not quite a testimony, isn't it? Anything strange in that testimony, Mr. Wright? Ada yang aneh gak nih? I'm not sure. But I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination, Your Honor. Okay, you're right, Pops. Right, bawa. Kita press yang itu, Pak. Pops? Yeah, I called you Pops, you spiky-haired geezer. Geezer? I'm Mr. Echo. I like the bearded gentleman. That's what I hate about grown-ups. You're so self-conscious. Okay, off with the kid. Glove. Testify, witness. Testify. Steel Samurai just escaped from the clutches of the rain. Hold it. So you did see the beginning of the fight. Yeah. Did you notice anything unusual? Well, I guess the Steel Samurai was moving a little strange. Moving strangely? So I held up my camera to take a picture. Hold it. Why couldn't you take a picture? My new camera has too many buttons. I couldn't figure it out. I tried to take a picture. I really tried. But the lens won't open in time, so I missed it. When the lens opened, what did you see? Well, a person on the ground and the Steel Samurai. What? That's all? Yeah, I told you I didn't take a picture. I would have once I got the lens open. Kalau gue sih pasti gue ambil sih kalau pas lensanya kebuka. Did he really not take a picture? Not even one? Press him hard. Nah, he definitely would have taken a picture. There's gotta be something here I can use. Cody. Listen up, Cody Hackins. I know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture. Hey! Bullseye? How did you know? I see through your lie, Cody Hackett. It's one of my power. Wow, this feels great. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I took a picture. Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this, Cody. But it was too late, so I erased it. Hold it. Whoa. You erased them? Yeah. Why would you erase a picture of your beloved Steel Samurai victorious? Well, you know, why would I want to take a picture like that? It's becoming less and less cooperative. I would find a clear contradiction here. How can I pick a hole in such a short testimony? There has to be something. Dig up the dirt, Phoenix. Find out about this kid's all about. Si Mia juga udah mulai kesel gitu loh. Gak tau. Kayaknya yang terakhir ini. I was too late, so I erased them. Nih, gak mungkin. Lu aja bilang kalau dulu contains photo of every victory scene in every battle. Gak mungkin. Cody. What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow with something bad. I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day. Oh, right. What was it you told me then? I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow. Whoosh, I got them all. I never miss one. A perfect collection. Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Would you keep it for your album? Ah, Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album? It's called Path to Glory. It's a collection of pictures of the Steel Samurai all taken by Cody Hawkins. Yep, is it, I guess? He claimed it's a perfect collection of every battle the Steel Samurai has won. I see. Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all these pictures of Steel Samurai, none were taken that day. Gak ada tuh, gak mungkin, kan? Gak ada fotonya. Order, Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary, I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in his album. Exactly my point, Your Honor. No way. Phoenix? I think we finally discovered the truth. And what a truth it is. Mamma Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually... Yes. I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is. Mr. Wright, please explain to the crew what is going on here. Why was there no picture in the album from the day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased the photo he took? I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos. You mean the Steel Samurai lost? Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth, the bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai. Never loses. He never loses to anyone, ever. Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his word. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased his precious photo. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lost. Yet to admit what he saw will destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth. Oh my god, ini all over the place, but I like it. Order, I will have order. Witness, I mean Cody, is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw. Why? He's crying, okay. Whoa, it's getting tense. Cody, that day you saw the Steel Samurai lost a fight. Right. Wow, okay, you're right. That the Steel Samurai fell down. And then he didn't move. Wow. Whoa, we find a true thing now. Order. What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, Mr. Wright? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Yet, according to your witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell. You look, Mr. Wright, what's going on? Apparently, we have all made a serious error. An error? What's this all about? There was no victim. What the fuck? Hammer was the victim. Yeah, I know. What? If you understand what really happened, it's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, Steel Samurai was not the killer. He was the victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai. Order. So, the Steel Samurai in this photograph, you're saying the man in this costume was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer? That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the action scene run-through that morning. Thus, he obviously knew about the Willpower's foot injury. Wait. Hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio 1 already? That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss Oldback said in her testimony? On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station. Oh my god, my fucking throat. Did I see I can't do it, I'm sorry. Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station. Katanya, balik ke studio. Mr. Jack Hammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him going to Studio 1, nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room. Then he snuck into the dressing room and stole Steel Samurai's costume. But why? See? But why would his victim do such a thing? I don't know. I get it. I thought the Steel Samurai was moving strange. So it was a different person inside the suit. Pops! Huh? Me? What? Actually, there was one piece of data I saved. What? Data? Yeah, a photo on my digital camera. What? Oh, what? Show us quick. No way, man. Not if you're gonna look me like that. Now. Here, this is it. Whoa, what the? Whoa. Well, looking at this, it's still a little hard to say. I'm afraid that it could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright? I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence. I'm sorry, this doesn't look like it's a proof we need. I'll give it back. Wait, Phoenix. Mia? What? Look at the photo once more. That's it, Phoenix. That photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial. What? Your Honor, may I see the photo once more, please? Certainly. I don't see why not. Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring decisive inconsistency with the facts as we know them in that photo. What is that, motherfucker? Find the inconsistency in the photo. It's fucking there. What the fuck? It's there. I think it's here. You seem to be lacking even more equipment than usual. I suppose it's because I'm not giving about it all. Your case is right. Yeah, please, Your Honor. Find the inconsistency in the photo. What? What is the inconsistency? It's 2. Your Honor, look at this. I see a gate. May I draw your attention to the number on the gate? The number? Ah, yes. Well, it's hard to see, but it's looked like a 2. Clearly not a 1, Your Honor. Correct. Ah! What? I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at. That's impossible. Huh? What is all about? Please suppose that I might be shocked along with the rest of the car. Aduh, judge-nya sih nggak ikutin gitu loh. You just see your guide man. The body was found here in Studio 1. However, what do we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on that gate in the photo. Your Honor, here is the true scene of the crime. Show the judge where the murder took place. What the fuck is Studio 2? What the fuck are you talking about? Here, at the Studio 2. I see, that would explain the 2 on the get in the photo. Your Honor, I find it very significant that the murder took place in Studio 2. The trailer is there? No. The path was blocked. No filming is done there. Studio 2 is no longer being used for film. I see, it is a significant why. Good question. I don't think that's not true more. Would you like to take another stab at it, so to speak, as a stabbing away, Your Honor? The path was blocked. The path to the trial was blocked, so we have heard. The path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time. Yes, I suppose that would be the case. Remember Mr. Salmonella's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1. Yet, in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the crime, Studio 2. Who is this boy? As you may recall, there is a trailer in the Studio 2. Now, on that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. During that break, Mr. Salmonella and Miss De Vasquez were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime. Order! The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard, Miss Oldback, saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole a steel samurai costume. Then he went to Studio 2. This is madness. Jack Hammer is the victim. The victim! Why would he steal a style samurai's costume? Are you suggesting he did so to cover up the details of his own murder? Well, no, of course not. Or do you have a proof? Give me a proof that the victim, Jack Hammer, stole the costume. Let's say first. I have proof. You do? You do, Mr. Wright? No, that is just precisely. I'm much less confident. I think I'm right, though. Here's my proof that Jack Hammer stole the costume. This is it. An empty medicine bottle? I found this on the table in the employee area. The same table where Mr. Hammer and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads, sleeping pills. Sleeping pills? The defendant, Mr. Powers, spent an entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicions, yes. But there is no proof that Mr. Hammer used it. Your Honor, I have an idea. Examine everybody. An idea? Very well, let's hear it. I want to check this bottle for a fingerprint. If I claim it's true, Mr. Hammer, a fingerprint should be sharp in this bottle. I suppose you're right. Very well. The cover takes possession of the bottle. Empty bottle, give it to the judge. Let's see the fingerprint. Discoveries of Span proceeding on the current trial for today. Cody Hacken's testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The steel samurai seized by Miss Oldbag may have been the victim, Jackhammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1 but Studio 2, and those in trailer did have time to commit murder. Mr. Wright, yes, Your Honor. Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the steel samurai costume? Also, who killed him and why? Find the answer for me by tomorrow. That's a lot of homework. Mr. Edgeworth, you will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor, this trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. Ternyata paling terakhir nih gue kasih kerenggangan. Very well, court is adjourned. Kan bener, ada tiga kali sidang. Gue baru nyadar emang 3 kali sidangnya. Lama emang nih kasus. That was close one. They were saved by hair, but that's all that counts. I thought seriously about going home about 3 times during the trial. Me too. Really? You both seem so confident. Maybe I should take up a career in acting. I was ready to pronounce your dad about 3 times back there. Me too. The dad? Oh, of course we're kidding. Are you sure? I wasn't kidding. I'm not kidding. Now, Mr. Powers. Apa nih, Mr. Powers? Oh, wait. There you are. We have to go make our final investigation, but I promise you we'll find the true killer by tomorrow's trial. Right, thanks. Okay, to be continued. Oh my god. This game is going long enough for me. Save your progress up to this point? Yes. Tadi mau minum dulu, aus. Take a break sebentar. Gitu, ya kan? Apa nih? Kok? Nah, take a break sebentar ya teman-teman ya. Mau minum doang, bentar. Banyak possibilities yang akan terjadi nih kayaknya. Satu-satunya orang yang belum dipanggil ke court cuma si The Vasquez doang. Nah, ini dia. Makanya apakah The Vasquez adalah pembunuhnya? Nah, kita belum tahu nih. Karena pembunuhannya terjadi di studio 2, bukan di studio 1. Jadi kita masih belum tahu pembunuhnya siapa. Gitu. Let's go. Investigasi lagi hari ketiga. Aduh. Jam 3:30, oke? Wright and Co Law Offices. That was close one, huh, Mia? Really? Too bad. I'm sorry. Oh my god, it's Maya. Okay. Really? Too bad. I'm sorry. I missed it. Huh? Maya? So, what happened? Come on. Well, I think I've got a pretty good idea who did it. Now, all I need is motive and proof. Wow, good going, Nick. Tinggal nyari nih, apa namanya, proofnya. Proof itu apa sih bahasanya? Buktinya kalau si Mr. Will Powers bukan yang pembunuhnya. Under the initial trial system, tomorrow is the last day we have. Jadi kalau the initial trial tuh jadi kayak tata tertib kali ya, kayak peraturan di persidangan. Jadi itu nggak boleh lebih dari 3 hari. Maksudnya nggak boleh lebih dari 3 kali direnggangin ya. Misalnya hari ini nih, emang kayak gitu sih di persidangan. Jadi misalnya hari ini nih kita masih belum ketemu jalan keluarnya, boleh di-adjourn besoknya. Besok masih belum ketemu jalan keluar lagi, boleh lagi di-adjourn sampai besoknya, boleh ditunda lagi sampai besoknya. Nah, yang ketiga kalinya itu udah nggak boleh lagi. Jadi misalnya ketiga kalinya nih kita harus ngasih verdict di situ, antara diterima atau enggak, guilty atau enggak, itu harus di sidangan ketiga. Itu emang kayak gitu sih. Aslinya pun juga kayak gitu. What's that? That's the new court system they introduced 2 or 3 years ago. They had so many cases in the system, they decided to speed the whole process up. So under the system, trials have to end in 3 days. Yeah, pretty much. Well, we've no time to waste. Let's talk again. I don't get it, Maya. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the Steel Samurai's costume? What? You mean Mr. Hammer was wearing the costume? Yeah. But Mr. Hammer was the victim, Nick. Why wouldn't he go through the trouble of stealing it? That's what we have to find out. Director's alibi. What happened with the director's testimony? Well, it's pretty clear that the producer and the director were both in the trailer. Huh? Which means that the killer has to be one of them. Really? Why? Because the real scene of the crime was Studio 2, where that trailer is. What? Was Maya always this excitable? Well, have you noticed anything that might help us? I can't see what's going on when Mia is here, so no, I haven't noticed anything. Right. Maybe we should go to talk to Will Powers? WP Powers, right. Let's go to the detention center. Mr. Wright, you did very well again today. Thank you. Oh, thanks. Could you not look like you're about to burst into tears? Wow, Nick, you must have been really warm in there. And could you wipe that grin off your face? Hey, WP, only one day left. Let's make it count. Yes, though there's not really anything I can do to help. I'm not really sure what I can do either. Please, this is no laughing matter. Okay, let's talk again. Could you tell me more about Miss Vasquez? Oh, the producer? She's well respected in the industry. They say she's genius. Genius? She's been at the global studios for 5 years now. Whoa, 5 years? Really? Right or wrong, nobody dares tell her different these days. Why is that? Ever since she came on board, we had nothing but hits. Global Studio was on its knees, but she picked it up and made it shine. Oh, and what? Nothing, forget it. I've only heard rumors, anyhow. What? Can you tell me anything about Mr. Manila? Oh, he used to be a minor straight-to-video director, but something in his world called Vasquez Eye. She brought the Steel Samurai idea to him. Now everyone knows the name Sal Manila. I heard he's pretty much at her back and called out. Whenever she says jump, he asks how high and all that. I can't imagine him being at her back and called though. I can't imagine him jumping. I was wondering about Mr. Hammer. He was a big star back in the day, right? Is that right? Okay. Bisa lupa suaranya Maya, sumpah. But then he just dropped off the face of the earth. Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, you're right. In fact, he was my role model when I started in this business. But he just stopped taking one big roles. That's what he began appearing in little production at the Global. How could he do that? I was really looking forward to the sequel to Samurai Summer. He just gave up being a star 5 years ago. Actually, now that I think about it, that was right when Miss Vasquez came to Global. Ooh, what? 5 years ago? Can we present something to him? I guess nah. Let's just move. The triple dots. The all-win backshare is quiet today. You know, this place is really peaceful like this. Nick, I think our guard's down. Yeah? I mean, we could even eat those donuts in the guard station if we wanted. You eat, you die. Phew, she's alive. I was wondering about the Vasquez, the producer. Oh, the new big wig? Love her. But she always get her way. She seems bitter. Do you not like the producer? Look! The studio people don't want me talking about her, so sorry. Can I ask you about Salman, the director? Sal? He's so a pushover. That's whatever Vasquez tells him to. She treats him like a dirt, but I think he likes it. Huh? Why would anyone like being treated like a dirt? That doesn't make any sense. Does it, Nick? No, it doesn't, Maya. It doesn't. About Miss Hammer. I heard about what you said today. Cheeky whippersnapper. Poor old Hammer, you drag his stare down with the sand and stomp on it. Calling him a criminal, a thief. I won't forget this. Uh-oh, she's really pissed this time. You listen to me,
was never my poor old hammer would never do such a thing. What would he stay by was caused so he could sneak around me? He would never stop so low. It's possible.
What? Hey. Don't worry. Let's gonna examine. Examine. Okay. It's the same. Delay again. Let's move. Employee area.
I guess they're not filming today either. I did want to see them filming. Just one time.
This trial will be over and done by tomorrow. You can come see them film later.
I guess this is where you found a bottle of sleeping pills, right?
Uh-huh.
I wonder if there's any other clues lying around. Yeah!
No touching.
Eh?
Oh, sorry, pal. Didn't mean to frighten you.
You didn't mean I almost had an attack.
What? I guess I can build a dramatic at times. I suppose it's actor in me. Dramatic indeed. Anyway, I'm going to examine the plate on the table. Wait, are you looking for sleeping pills? Yeah, Paul. Traces of turtle. Let's talk about the plate.
So you're looking for traces of the sleeping pills? How?
For a thorough examination, I gotta take the plate back to the practicing. But I have the capabilities to make cursory examination right here. Our science guy gave me some testing solution. This reacts to this sleeping pill. See? If there are traces, it'll change color.
Wow, neat. Well, Detective Gamshu, what are you waiting for?
Now, everything do time, pal. Do time, Paul. Triple dot. Well, the touch explosion on the plate changed color. Alright. So the food on this plate had been laced with sleeping pills. Looks like it. How goes your investigation? To tell the truth, it's a real mess, Paul. Some people think we should pursue the case we already have against Powers, and some people think we should switch suspect.
What do you think, Detective Gamshu?
Well, Paul, I had to admit it, but I'm not sure I buy the case against Mr. Power anymore. I felt kind of bad of Mr. Edgeworth, though. How's Edgeworth doing anyway? Mr. Edgeworth is out of control. He was in the waiting room and he crushed his paper cup with hot. Wow. Talk about burns, Paul.
Wow, the fury of Mr. Edgeworth.
Yeah, crushing paper cups. Bottles? Say whatever happened with the empty bottle. Oh, the bottle of sleeping pills? Well, I got some good news for you two about that. They found the victim. Jack Hammer's brain on the bottle. So that means... Yep, it sounds like the one who put Power to sleep was none of the victim. So I was right. Yes. Enemy. I don't know. Oh, that. Talk about embarrassing, Paul. I can't believe I missed that on my first sweep of evidence. So Edgeworth. I was telling me that I told the responsibility. Oh, blush. I don't want to talk you. Let's go to the dressing room, boy.
Oh, hello. What are you doing here? Oh, I was just cleaning up the dressing room. I guess WP won't be using it anymore, so... Well, what? Why? Well, WP is innocent. Yes, and I'm really grateful for all you've done. But... this week is the last episode of the Steel Samurai. What? No!
Really? I was wondering if I could ask you about Mr. Hammer.
Yes?
On the day of the murder, he went to Studio 2.
Huh? I thought you went to Studio 1.
He stole the Steel Samurai costume too.
Dude.
What? Why would Mr. Hammer do something like that? Oh. I guess the rumor must be true then.
The rumors? The rumors? The rumors? Yeah, Miss Vasquez. that producer had some kind of hold on Hammer. She had some dirt on him. He'd do anything she said. Apparently. Some dirt? What dirt? Dirt, you know, bad stuff. I know what dirt means. About 5 years ago, they were filming a movie starring Mr. Hammer. They were using the new studio, Studio 2. Some sort of accident happened during the filming. After that, they never used Studio 2 again. They left the film set the way it was too.
The film set? Was that trailer part of the film set then?
What do you mean, Last Steel Samurai? I know it's a shock, but nothing can be done to save it now. Whoever really did kill Mr. Hammer also signed the Steel Samurai death warrant. No. Also, I hear that Global Studio is going to change its programming. They're not going to make kids show anymore. Well, why? I don't know. It's sad, but that's what Global Studio decided.
Why aren't they going to make kids show anymore?
The studio bigwigs don't want to Steel Samurai around anymore. They want to forget all this ever happened. They want it quiet, you understand? How can they just do that? What about the kids who love to Steel Samurai? It's okay. I'm sure the kids will be fine. They'll find new hero to follow. No, that can't be true. If the program just ends up, we're broken for sure. Nick, say something.
Yeah. I think evidence rather than words is called for here. Here, take a look at this.
And this is?
A fan collected all of these photographs. This kid loved the Steel Samurai. The show shouldn't be cancelled just as some adults can save face. I would think you would understand that better than anyone.
You're right. Okay, but what can I do?
Well, for starters, you can tell me something. Tell me what it is that Global Studio is so intent on hiding. Tell me about this incident 5 years ago.
Okay.
Could you tell us what happened 5 years ago?
Well, I can tell you what I've heard. Apparently 5 years ago someone died. It was Hammer's...
What?
What?
Someone died?
It was an accident, of course. Anyway, the producer, Miss Vasquez, managed to hush it up.
And that's the dirt she had on Mr. Hammer?
And that's why Mr. Hammer will do anything Miss Vasquez asked him to do. But it was an accident, right? Why didn't they make it public? Well, you know, Mr. Hammer was a big star back then. They were afraid about what will happen. It was scarier if word got out. I see. You know, who knows more about this? Miss Oldback. She was here at the studio back then, you know.
Thanks, we'll try asking her if she'll talk. Let's move out. Move. Oh fuck. Why do I do that?
Why you still slinking around? If you like the place so much, why don't you take it from me? The old man doesn't look so good. Everybody, doing their tetanus to forget Hammer. What do you think this makes so much they wanted today? Hammer is all due to Hammer. She's starting to run in the mouth, Nick. Maybe we should keep at safe distance.
I wanted to ask you about 5 years ago.
Who thought? Where did you hear that from? Nichols.
Nichols? Nichols, Nick. Penny Nichols. That. Okay. I'm dying with my sound, so kayaknya gue bakal pakai suara biasa aja, okay? Nichols, Nick. Penny Nichols. That actor we talked to. Oh, right. Anyway, we heard about the accident. It was during filming with the jackhammer. He killed a man, didn't he? Whippersnapper. Dredging up dirt on someone's past like that. Anderson is the part no less. I suppose you think this is fun? No, I'm just doing my job to protect Mr. Power. And you claim the hammer stole Power's costume. You expect me to believe that rubbish? Or do you have some kind of proof? Prove the hammer stole Power's costume, huh? I have proof. I'm sorry, Miss Allback, but I do have proof. I can prove that Mr. Hammer stole Mr. Power's costume. What? What a little empty bottle supposed to prove? It's a bottle of sleeping pills. But with Mr. Hammer's fingerprints on it. What does that prove? I'm sure Hammer had some sleeping nights. Well, yes, so this is the plate that he used to eat the steak. There are traces of sleeping pill powder on the plate.
I see. Poor Hammer. You did wrong, Hammer. Rest your soul.
Miss Allback. Okay, you win. I'll talk. I'm tired, see? Tired of holding it all in. Miss Allback? You're right. 5 years ago, there was an accident. A fatal accident. What's worse, a paparazzi took a photo of it. That photo, well, it caused quite a stir. And guess who made it all better? Vasquez. She has ties to the mafia. She silenced that paparazzi. That was the beginning. After that, she became a force to be reckoned with here at the studio. I see. But you have to understand, poor old Hammer never meant any harm to anyone. Miss Allback? Hold on a minute. Poor Miss Allback. Here, take this. A photograph? Holy moly, freaking Tony, mother of Pony! Jason! Oh my lord! Allah! Wait a second. This is the picture. Is this trailer in Studio 2? Hammer was supposed to fight with the bad guy on the top of those stairs there. He pushed the other actor and the man fell on the flower box fence. But how did you get this? It was a long time ago. I don't feel much like talking about it. I understand. The fuck? What is happening? Think back, Nick, to the day of the murder. Mr. Hammer put on the Steel Samurai costume, then he left from here to go to Studio 2, right? But why? I wonder if someone called him, like the director or the producer. Gila. Si sound effect bikin gua ngantuk. Bukan bikin ngantuk, bikin gua aus. Hello, the Vasquez. Hey, Nick. It's Miss Vasquez. Hello. 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 No, you should at least try to be polite. I'm watching the clouds. I'm watching the clouds. That's all she had to say apparently. Let's talk. Excuse me, Mr. Hammer came here on the day of the murder and... Shh. Perhaps you didn't hear me. I'm watching the clouds. I'm not interested in talking to you. Do something, Nick. She's really ticking me off. Oh dear. Mr. Power wasn't the killer. You don't have to cancel Steel Samurai. I think I'm tired of the Steel Samurai. You did it. Nick, she did it. She's the killer. My Fae blood speaks to me. I know it. Oh dear. Fae blood, huh? I was wondering if you could tell me about Mr. Manila. If you must talk about that man, perhaps you could talk about it in the trailer. By yourself. Oh dear. Come on. Something is fucking carrying your shit. She's not even looking. Where? What? What did you get that? Well. Allback? Old? She means security lady, Miss Allback, Nick. Right. Anyway, Miss Vasquez. You hid this incident from the press, didn't you? And you used it to control Mr. Hammer. The wind. Huh? It's getting stronger, don't you think? The wind. Your conversation interests me. Let's talk about it more inside the trailer. Nick, she went inside the trailer. And me too. You came. Well then, what was that you were talking about? Why is she so eager to talk all of a sudden? Miss Vasquez, you were using that accident. You were blackmailing Mr. Hammer so you could control him, weren't you? That's why he was doing kids show for petty change. So I'm a blackmailer now. Well, that's what it was, wasn't it? I mean, sure, it was an accident, but you used it to drag Mr. Hammer down from his rightful place as a star. Oh, I would pull anyone down from anywhere. Mr. Hammer career went sour of its own accord. But you were the cause. You pressured him. And you think it was just an accident? Excuse me? What is this all about? You keep saying accident. How are you so sure? What do you mean? Must I spell everything out for you? Think. What would it be if it wasn't an accident? No way. You mean Mr. Hammer did it? On purpose? That is what I mean. Where's your proof? Can you prove it? Just think. Well, he let me run his life for 5 years over a mere accident, and I ran him hard. Believe you me. But the security lady said it was an accident. Oh well, she was a big fan of Hammers, you see. She jumped on the reporter who brought that photo into the studio. She wrenched it out of his hand. She did. Gave him a few braces too. So that's why she had the photo. Kesian banget tuh. She's an old fool. Of course all the reporter will need is the negative. He could have made a copy, but he didn't. The only copy of that photo is the one you hold. Give it to me now. Oh, what? This is valuable evidence. Boys? Chase! What the heck? Who are they? Professionals. They're good at erasing various things. What do you think? Would you like to be erased? What? The trial ends tomorrow? How unfortunate. It's a shame you'll have to miss it. Tell me why. Okay. I'm sorry. Why do you want this photograph so badly? This is Mr. Hammer's dirt. No? Why should Dev Vasquez care about it all? I'm sure you'll have plenty of time to think about that where you're going. So long, friends. Boys, a race away. No! Hold it right there. I heard everything, Paul. Dev Vasquez, you're coming down and practicing with me now. Not bad. Very well. It appears this contest will be decided tomorrow then in court. I'll be looking forward to it. Si brengsek ini mau ngapain coba? Are you okay, Paul? Sorry, I was a little late with my entrance. I don't get many chances to practice that sort of thing. Native Gumshoe? Thank you. I was really scared. Huh? Don't mention it, Paul. Just doing my job. Double, triple dot. Native Gumshoe? Sorry, I want to say that line ever since I become a detective. Okay, I've got one more job to do today. I'm sure we'll run into each other again soon. What? What word? Well, Nick, it looks like we're getting close to the bottom of this. And who's at the bottom? The Vasquez? The Vasquez, you motherfucker. You're gonna fucking kill you now because... Okay, this is getting a little bit interesting. Pakai mafia, Mac, yang pengen ngancurin gue pakai mafia, gila. Let's see the final day today, and I want to freaking goddamn. Bentar ya, minum dulu. Tadi gue langsung mikir apa di present aja kali ya foto yang itu. Ternyata bener lo pas di present langsung kelar. Ternyata foto itu penting banget buat si Miss Vasquez. Let's see. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Bill Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Today will be the final day of this trial. I hope both the prosecution and the defense will be able to present decisive evidence. Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement. In yesterday's session, the defense presented us with a new theory for this case. He claimed that the scene of the crime was in fact in Studios 2. Today I will call on people present in Studio 2 trial today. From their testimonies, the truth will become clear. Very well. Edgeworth seems a bit on edge today. Edgeworth has an age today. What? You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. The prosecution called Miss Del Vasquez to the stand. Miss Del Vasquez, the producer who was present in the Studio 2 trailer that day. Will the witness state her name and occupation? The Vasquez. I'm producer for Global Studio. On the day of the murder, you were in the trailer in Studio 2. As everyone here knows, yes. I dislike needless banter. If you must pontificate to do it when I'm not here. Very well, Miss Vasquez. Please give the court your testimonies concerning of the day of the murder. Nick, I know she did it. Make her pay. Right, if she's guilty, I'll catch her with her pants down, so to speak. Asik. Ini susah teman-teman, jujur aja nih. Testimoninya dia susah. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. Tuh kan, kata-katanya itu loh, gue kesel banget. The meeting began at 12, sharp. It ended at 4. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. I was fatigued, so I had Saul take me. At 2:30, we took 15-minute break in the meeting. Saul and I ate the T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. We found Hammer's body later. We all went to the Studio 1. That's all. Gitu doang. Testimoninya brengsek emang. I have a question about your one part of your testimony. You were fatigued, so you had Saul take you? The van. There's a van at Studio 2. I hate him take me in that. I thought it might be risky to walk out with that monkey head toppling over. Okay. I see. Very well, Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. Okay, this is the final battle, Nick. Let's do it. Oh, it's kind of interesting. The day of the murder. I entered the trailer, a little before noon. Hold it. Kita press satu lagi teman-teman. By yourself? Yes. And you didn't stop in the employee area? No? Are you always this terse? Yes. Oh dear. The meeting began at 12 sharp. It ended at 4. Hold it. Wait a second. Did no one leave during the meeting? Gak ada yang pergi pas lagi meeting. No one, gak ada. Come on, let's talk a bit more about that. What does it not come here to engage in idle conversation? Stop interrupting the testimony. The same could be said to you, Mr. Edgeworth, and please stop banging on your little desk. It hurts my ears. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio 1. And when exactly was that? I've forgotten. Oh my, maybe you could try remembering. No. The meeting ended at 4 and the rehearsal was scheduled for 5. I would think it was between those times. You would think. Come on. All you did was state the obvious, Edgeworth. I was fatigued, so I had Saul take me. Hold on. You had Saul take you. What does that mean? It means what I just said. I had Saul take me in the Studio 2 van. Oh, alright. At the 2:30 we took a 15-minute break in the meeting. And what were you doing during that time? Don't hit your desk. It irritates me. Yeah, that's alright. I'm hitting my desk, I'm sorry. Tapi lucu sih. Yeah, Mr. Wright. Oops. It was a 15 minutes break. So and I eat T-bone steak on the table in front of the trailer. Do you have someone who can verify this? Saul. No, I mean someone else. One person is enough. If she committed murder during that break, she wouldn't have bad time to eat a T-bone steak if I had some evidence that proved she didn't eat that steak. Will Nick find ending? I kind of wish she'd say a little more. It's hard, I think. She's pretty used to being the boss. I'm sure you'll find some kind of contradiction about she said somewhere. Nah, ini kali. Ini nih, Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. Let's see, motherfucker. Oh, come on. I don't have any evidence. Jeez. Fucking hell. I'm sorry. Oh my god. Oh lord, no. Apa ya? So I had Sal take me. There was 2B a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio One. Apa ya itu kan? Gua agak susah nih sama yang dia nih, yang punya dia. Manila used this fan to drive Vasquez to Studio One after meeting in Detroit. Oh, ada. Iya, ada. Mudah-mudahan sih ya, gue nggak tahu ya. Mudah-mudahan bener nih, soalnya katanya kan jam 4 terus dia ada ide patung monyet itu kan lagi jatuh. Bisa nggak? Coba ya. No, what the fuck? I don't. Really? Oh my god. Apa ya? We took 15 minutes break. Tuh kan, gue bingung sumpah. Sal and I ate T-bone steaks on the table in front of the trailer. Fucking hell. Come on. Oh, come on. Coba gue press dulu ya. If she committed murder during that break, she wouldn't have had time to eat T-bone steak. If I had some evidence that proof she didn't eat that steak. God damn it. Ini benar. Benar. Okay. We took 15-minute break in the meeting. Ini doang nih, ada sesuatu pasti. Ada sesuatu di sini pasti. Oh, come on. Oh my god. Gue gak ngerti deh. Oh really? Is that one? Bener dong. Berarti bener dong. Dia makan itu dong. Hah, as I thought. You claim you ate T-bone steak, but I say you did not. What's this now, Mr. Wright? Look at this. It's a plate. This plate was on the table in the employee area. As you can see, a large bone has been left behind. Mr. Wright, did I remind you it was a T-bone steak? Exactly my point. Remember if you will. Miss Vasquez and Mr. Manella at the table outside the trailer. Oh, nggak ada steaknya, nggak ada bone-nya. The plates were bare. Miss Vasquez, tell me how can a person eat a T-bone steak and not leave the bone? I think I know how. You ate the bone too. You ate bone steak. You didn't eat the steak. You didn't eat any steak during the break. You took your steak and threw it somewhere like an incinerator. Then what was Mr. Bang doing on her break? Isn't it obvious, Your Honor? What? She was meeting with the Steel Samurai. Order. Are you saying yes, Your Honor? As Miss Vasquez left the trail to eat her steak, she ran into the Steel Samurai, and then you did it. You killed him with your own hands. Got you. Mr. Wright, isn't that a little presumptuous? Yeah, it is. What kind of stunt are you trying to... Wait. I guess I heard that before. What? Let him claim what he wants. You say I did it? Yes. Fascinating. And here I was worrying that today would be as boring as all the rest. Very well. Let us have a battle of wits, and you and I. Any day, Vasquez. Good luck, Nick. Let's see. What was that murder weapon again? Oh yes, the samurai spear. Yes. I am, as you can see, a woman, a petite stature. How could I possibly use the heavy spear as a weapon? You couldn't. I think you will have a great deal of difficulty using that thing a weapon. Pretty much anyone would. Huh? You see? Yes. However, that has no bearing on this case. Meaning, the samurai spear was not the murder weapon. What? Got you, boy. Got you, girl. What is the meaning of this? The spear was found lying next to the victim's body. I have proof, Your Honor. I can prove that the samurai spear was not used as a murder weapon. What is that? Proof, motherfucker. That is not proof anything but the lover. I present my proof, the so-called murder weapon. But that is the murder weapon. Not so fast. Tad dulu nih, Mr. Export. Sabar. Remember that this spear broke during the morning action scene run-through. But someone fixed the spear. It was a security lady. She fixed it with a duct tape. Now tell me, how is it possible for someone to stab a man who is wearing a thick costume with this through the chest? How? Order. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? Think about what you're... Silence. I'm the one testifying here and I will be heard. Are you quite sane? Are you even aware of what you're saying? If the samurai spear was not the murder weapon, then pray tell what was. How was Hammer killed? Well, Mr. Wright, can you tell us what weapon was used to kill him, Mr. Harriet? Make a claim like that if I couldn't tell you what the weapon was? I'm afraid your convenience against unfounded, Mr. Wright. Very well, see the murder weapon then. Look at this photo. What is this? What, that's Jack Hammer standing downstairs. I wonder. Order. If I cannot have order, this trial will be suspended. Mr. Wright, what is it all about? This photograph is from 5 years ago. There was an unfortunate accident at the Global Studios. This is a photo of that very accident. Not a word of this was leaked out to the outside. It was a close-kept secret at the studios. What does this have to do with the current case? Mr. Edgeworth? You still can't see it? See the fallen man in this photo. See how the fence post pierced him through his chest. What? Are you saying? Yes. What happened 5 years ago is what happens now. Has happened again. Mr. Wright, continue. It's 2:30 p.m. on the day of the murder. Miss Vasquez meets Jack Hammer outside the Studio 2 trailer. Then she did it. She pushed Mr. Hammer off the stairs onto the fence, just like Mr. Hammer had himself down 5 years ago. Though whether she did it on purpose or by accident, I cannot say. In other words, the victim, Mr. Hammer, he died in the same way that he caused another man to die? 5 years ago? Precisely. Ironic, isn't it? Very creative, Mr. Wright. I could use a man like you on my script writing staff. You deny that what I say is true? Mr. Wright, let's say for the sake of the argument that Howard died at the trial as you say. Yet the body was found at Studio One, was it not? And the evil magistrate's costume no less. Are you then claiming that I carried the body to Studio One and returned to the trailer all in the space of a 15 minutes break? How could I have disposed of the body? The break in the meeting of the trailer lasted 15 minutes from 2:30 to 2:55. Could Jackhammer have been pushed off the stairs to his death, then carried to Studio One and placed inside his costume? There wasn't enough time. Indeed. Well, Mr. Wright, how could she have dealt with the body? She had another way. I bet she could move it. No. What if she had another way to carry the body other than with her own hands? For instance, actually, for that matter, there was no need for her to do the deed in 15 minutes. And there was a way for you to carry that body. Interesting. Let's hear that. Mr. Wright, please show us how she carried the body. I'm about to flip. See this? Miss Vasquez, you carried the body to Studio One. And you used the studio van to do it. Recall your testimony. There was to be a rehearsal afterwards, so we went to Studio One. I was fatigued, so I had Sal take me. There was a van there, right? I had Sal drive me. You used the van to carry the body to Studio One. Then, before everyone else got there, you put the body into a magistrate costume. Hold on, Wright. Don't forget it was Sal Manila that drove the van. Are you suggesting that Mr. Manila was conspirator? Of course he wasn't. Of course he wasn't. Huh? So without Mr. Manila not saying anything, she put the body in the van, then managed to put the body onto the costume? Of course, I'm not serious. I was kidding to lighten up the proceedings. Lighten? You can lighten up in the murder. Mr. Wright, the court records you prefer for making lemon jest. Of course, someone has to have been a conspirator. The body had to be placed in the van and put into the costume. There's no way Miss Vasquez could have done that alone. Also, don't forget that they had disposed of the Steel Samurai costume. They had to, because it was covered in Mr. Hammer's blood. They probably buried it in a small incinerator. Well, Miss Vasquez, shall I continue? No need. You're smarter than you look, Mr. Wright. I lost. You win. It was fun. I win? So what happens next? Don't me? Don't you have anything to say? What would you like me to say? Huh? I lost. Something like that. I just said that. Well, wait. So you mean the Vasquez? So it was you? You killed Jack Hammer. What? What's all the sudden silence? Who can say? Huh? Are you sure I did? Mr. Wright, we just engaged in a battle of wits, and the result of the battle, you proved the possibility that I murdered Hammer. Right. But that is only a possibility. Proof is another thing altogether. You lack decisive proof, Mr. Wright. What? Order, Mr. Edgeworth, your thoughts. Of course, it's just the way to say. Certainly. It does seem very likely she did, but there's no proof. Edgeworth isn't sure. Well, I came here as a witness today. If you've no more questions, I'll be leaving. What do I do now? Miss Vasquez, you did it. That wasn't a question. Did you do it? Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. I'm not sure that question of this court get any close to the verdict. What do I do now? I like you to testify again. Testify again? No one to give up, Mr. Wright. Think about it. Even if I were to testify again, what's the point? I can only say what I said before. The truth, Mr. Wright. I've already said all there's to say. What would happen if I said it again? You ask the same question, get the same answer. A waste of time. Damn. You've come so far only to fail. As it seems there are no further questions, I would like to end the cross-examination of the witness, Miss Vasquez. What? Yes, Mr. Edgeworth. I was hoping to come up with a question while I was objecting, Your Honor. I didn't. I see very well. What? Your Honor, I requested the witness testify again. You are the prosecutor, are you not? Why are you badgering me? I'm your witness. I just want to hear your testimony again. Does this make any sense to you, Your Honor? I don't see what we have anything to gain by repeating at last several minutes. Mr. Edgeworth, I too see a little point in making Miss Atmosphere repeat herself. What exactly did you want her to testify about? Well, yes. Indeed. Verily, I say. Ergo, I want to hear about what happened after they found the body. After they found the body? Very well. The witness will testify in the court concerning this matter. Nick? Why did Edgeworth? Who knows? He probably realized she did it too. But wasn't he the one that said he always get the guilty verdict after all that? Edgeworth. Makin banyak nih guys hubungan antara Edgeworth dengan Phoenix Wright. I was with Sal and Oldback, the security lady, when we found the body. The assistant was there too, only Powers was absent. I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. The security lady, Oldback, was quite agitated, pointing at Powers saying he did it. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. Then I went home. I see no issues raised to make this testimony. Mr. Wright, your customer is... Okay, Nick, we're close, real close. She may be acting tough now, but if you put her on the spot to shoot off the folder, find the key you need to twist her truth off her neck. Right. I'm just like, yeah, right, yeah. Okay, let's see this. Last chance we get. What time was that? We were to meet at 5 for the rehearsal, so I'd say it was then. When exactly did you and Mr. Manila arrive at the studio? About 10 minutes before. I wasn't stuffing any bodies into costume, mind you. Where were the other employees when you got to the studio? They weren't there yet. Well, then you could have put him in the costume with some Manila help. Oh, what did I just say? Did I just say I wasn't stuffing anybody into any costume? You should try to listen to what people are saying, boy. Boy? The witness will continue her testimony. The assistant was there too. Only Power was absent. Mr. Power was taking a nap, correct? So he says. Did no one go to call him? Remember what? There was a dead body lying in front of us, yet you expect me to be calm? You certainly seem calm enough when I accuse you of murder. Let's press harder. Wait a second. Wouldn't that be the other way around? You discover a murder body and one person was missing, right? Would you normally go looking for the missing person? I have to agree with the defense on this one. Well, Miss Vasquez. Logically speaking, perhaps. But no one there was thinking very logically, I assure you. Also, without his steel samurai costume, Power doesn't really stand out. We often left him on the bus when shooting at location. No one noticed he was missing. Poor Powers. Well, I suppose that explain that. Very well, Miss Vasquez, you may continue. Really? Just that? I immediately called the police, then Powers showed up. What was everyone else doing at that time? No one said a thing. It was silent, completely silent, so we stood there until Powers finally arrived on the scene. Sorry, I'm late. Then, silence. Dead silence. What? Silence. Hey Nick, why is everyone so quiet? Someone should do something to lighten things up. The security lady old back was quite agitated, pointing at Powers and he did it. Old back, the security lady? Why did security lady think Powers had done it? She said because she saw him going toward the studio. Right, the Steel Samurai. Did the detective arrest Mr. Powers based solely on the security lady's word? Perhaps not. She seems to have also given the detective that photograph. Of course, I heard all this after the fact. That photograph, meaning the one taken by the security camera. She's not known for exhibiting the best sense of judgment when it comes to Hammer. I don't think there's anything in there I can use. I asked to be left out of the proceedings. You asked to be left out? Yeah, it seems that everyone else was questioned, and I'm really not fond of that sort of thing. I just decide what the police will and won't question. Thankfully, the studio thinks otherwise. They were wise enough to understand that since we were in meeting, there was no way we could have been involved, thus they covered for us. Covered for you or cover it up for you? There must have been a lot riding on it with all those big wigs at the meeting. I'm sure her professionals helped convince everyone they didn't require questioning. I went back to the trailer to get my script and direction notes. The script and your director notes? Yes, they're quite valuable. It wouldn't do have them stolen. No, I guess not. Wait a second. I thought you came to Studio 1 for a rehearsal. Why didn't you bring your script and notes? Well, I was under the impression that we wouldn't be able to rehearse anything. Why? There was a murder after all. Who could think of rehearsing after that? Oh yeah, I guess. Very well. So let us continue. Waduh. Your Honor, I have an objection to the witness' last statement. What? No, the prosecution objecting. Nah, ini tuh mulai menarik nih. Huh? Think. Miss Vasquez said she didn't bring the script because there wouldn't be a rehearsal. Don't you see what that means? She would have to know about the murder before going to Studio 1. Ya, dia juga baru nyadar. Oh iya, kalau dia nggak bos, iya kan ada murder, pasti nggak bakal rehearsal lah. Lah, kan lu datang sebelum lu kan datang sebelum ke studio mas, sebelum lu tahu ada murder, berarti lu udah tahu dong. What you have just said is reasonable observation. However, I find it hard to understand why the prosecution would make such a move. Or are you thinking of a career change to defense? I appreciate the caution, Your Honor. I will stand by my statement, however, regardless of how the court sees my role here. Now, Ms. Vasquez, do you have an explanation? I can't believe anyone is helping me. So the prosecution is in cahoots with the defense. What kind of court is this? No matter. I think you misunderstood me. I had a perfectly good reason to believe there would be no rehearsal. Very well. The original change of testimony to reflect the reasons. I knew that Hammer was injured and couldn't do any action scene, so I left them behind. What the fuck? How did you know about the injury? Saul, he told me. Saul, the director. You have to find something to pack this on her, or everything we've done till now has been wasted. I believe in you, Nick. Go get him. Go get him, gak tuh? I knew the Hammer was injured. I don't know. Fucking hell. No, bukan ini. Gimana ya? Fuck. Bukannya willpower sih yang ada injurednya. Taruh, gua save dulu deh. Gua takut gitu. Ah yes, got it. You knew that Hammer was injured. Don't you think that's a little funny? I mean, it was the Steel Samurai who was injured. It was Will Powers. Mr. Explain yourself. Yes, Mr. Hammer is dragging his leg in this photo, but that's because he was pretending to be Mr. Powers. Pretending? One person was injured in the run-through that morning. That person was Mr. Powers, not Mr. Hammer. Now, why did you think it was Mr. Hammer was injured? I don't understand. What Saul told me. That's right. He must have got it wrong. I think not. Mr. Mandela was at the run-through in the morning. He would have known it was Mr. Powers who was injured. He saw it happen. Why would he tell you the wrong person? Miss Vasquez. Actually, you didn't hear anything from Mr. Mandela. You saw Mr. Hammer limping with your own eyes. Yes, but remember, Mr. Hammer was dragging his leg too. He was pretending to be Mr. Powers. And when he has to be doing this, well, it would have to have been after he put on the Steel Samurai costume and went to the studio 2 where he was murdered. Exactly. Miss Vasquez, you made him, didn't you? You saw the Steel Samurai limping. And Mr. Hammer was in the Steel Samurai suit. That's why you were confused. That's why you thought it was Mr. Hammer who had been injured that morning. Got you, Vasquez, you motherfucker. Witness, can you review this claim? Yeah, let's see you sneak out of this one, Vasquez. Very well. I have a question for you. Why are the real killer always so persistent? Why in the world would I want Mr. Hammer dead? Yes, he'd fallen on a hard time, but he was a star. I had nothing to gain from his death. Nothing. Yes, you would need a motive. Why would she have killed the victim? If there is a reason, it's as unclear to this court. Does the defense have anything to say to the murder? In other words, can you prove she had a motive? Okay, I have a proof and I'll show it to you. I present the court evidence as to Miss Vasquez's motive in this murder. This is my proof. This is the photo from before. This photo reveals the motive in this murder. I wonder what it is. I'm right, aren't I, Miss Vasquez? 5 years ago, Mr. Hammer was at height of his fame. With D. Vasquez's help, a terrible accident was swept under the carpet. Ladies and gentlemen, the case currently up for trial. It began on that day 5 years ago. Ironically enough, that accident precipitated Mr. Hammer's fall. His fall from stardom. His skill weighed him down, no doubt. However, you, D. Vasquez, used Mr. Hammer. You made him work for you for petty change. Bringing us to the present day and Mr. Hammer's last role as the evil magistrate. Yes, undoubtedly it was a constant source of shame for the ex-star. One moment, Mr. Wright. We are talking about motives here, yet you have only talked about Mr. Hammer. It almost seems as if it was Mr. Hammer who had killed D. Vasquez, not the other way around. What motive would Miss Vasquez have? Yes, that's right. According to what you say, I would have no reason to kill Hammer. He was a good source for instant for me, and I never get rid of useful men. It's policy of mine. Mr. Wright, please explain Miss Vasquez's motive for murder. Let's say first and then say it. She had no motive, Your Honor. What's that now? It was Mr. Hammer who was out for blood. All Miss Vasquez did was push him off the stairs in self-defense. What's that now? It's simple. Mr. Hammer was intending to kill Miss Vasquez. What? What? Your Honor, Jack Hammer drugged Mr. Power with sleeping pills. Jack Hammer snuck into the dressing room and stole the steel camera samurai costume. Jack Hammer wore the costume to fool the security lady into thinking he was Powers. Then Jack Hammer made his way to the trailer. And for what purpose, you ask? To kill the Vasquez who had so cruelly taken advantage of him all those years. And you broke it. So, you didn't do it, did you? Yes, I am guilty. It was me. It was me. Someone called an ambulance. There's blood everywhere. We're too late. Ah, Miss Vasquez. What happened here? Manuel fell from the trailer stairs. Manuel! Miss Vasquez, please try to remain calm. No, how could this? It was an accident. Mr. Hammer was doing an action scene and... No, Manuel! Don't touch him, Miss Vasquez. No! Please don't die, please. What? Are you flashbacking, Miss Vasquez? Congratulations, Mr. Wright. I lose. Again. Wow. Ini dulu tuh berarti ya si Miss Vasquez tuh berarti Manuel tuh kayak mungkin suaminya kali Manuel tuh ya. Terus ya itu deh. Was the Vasquez in the waiting lobby, Your Honor, as calm and collected as ever. I see, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. It appears you have brought about yet another miracle. I thank you, Your Honor. I think not, Your Honor. Will Powers was innocent. That he should be found is so natural, not a miracle. Yes, you're right. Very well. This court finds the defendant, Mr. Will Powers, not guilty. Yes. Finally, after all these years, 3 freaking goddamn trial. That is all. The court is adjourned. Talk. Mantap jiwa. October 20, 1:12 p.m. District Court, defendant number 3. I don't know what to say. Thank you so much. I'm just glad you're okay. Yes, but it's sad. I know now that Mr. Hammer stole my costume. It's bad enough that he wants to kill Miss Vasquez. But to think that he tried to frame me for the murder, it makes me sad. Tell me why, Mr. Wright. Huh? Tell me, why did Mr. Hammer want to blame me? Well, this is what I think. Mr. Hammer wants to put the blame on you because... Because of what? I don't know. Because I was a steel samurai. Mr. Hammer was a big star once, but he was reduced to acting in a kids show as a villain to boot. The kids loved the steel samurai, and so he hated you. I think I understand. He could just have told me. I would have changed places with him anytime. I think you're missing the point. Thank you. I'm just glad it's all over. So am I. Congratulations, WP. Okay, I'm not doing that. Oh, hey, thanks to you, I'll be able to don the steel samurai outfit once more. I can't wait to get back into that sweaty costume and... is something wrong? No, of course not. Nick Edgeworth. Whoa. Say something, right? I'm not good at small talk. Huh? What? That was too bad. You don't waste any time clothing, do you? No, I really want to thank you. Vasquez would have got it away if you hadn't stepped in. Pleased to meet you. I'm Powers. Edgeworth. I'm a big fan of your work, Mr. Powers. Liar, liar. Right. I must say I hadn't expected to meet you again after all these years. Meet again? That was my nickname in high school. However, in retrospect, it would have been better had we not met. Thanks to you, I'm saddled with unnecessary feelings. Unnecessary feelings? Yes. Unease and uncertainty. Aren't those kind of necessary? They only serve to get in my way. You listen to me, Phoenix Wright. Don't ever show your face in front of me again. That's what I came here to tell you. Mr. Wright, was that guy for your friend? What, friends? They're rivals, right, Nick? For now, we are, I guess. Huh? Why did I get the feeling I'm missing something? Come on, Nick. Tell me what's the deal with you and Edgeworth. Are we going to the story now? And so the curtain closed on another trial. I caused quite a stir by revealing the accident from 5 years ago. It was the talk of the town. Thankfully, Global Studios rethought its programming change. They went back to making kids show again. Pink Princess? Are you kidding me? Nick, this is it. The new show starts today. You're going to watch it with me, right? I'll admit, I was kind of surprised. I didn't think they'd seriously go through with it. You have to buy trading cards too, okay? We have to trade Cody and that assistant. Fine, I'll do it. Isn't it great that WP gets to play the lead again? I wonder if they'll show his real face this time. I don't know. I don't think the world is ready for the real Will Powers. And to thought it was in Pink Princess? The end! Dang, 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 dang. Oh my god. Finally, we end the third episode. Oke. Ini kalau nggak salah adalah kasus terakhir di part 4 di game pertama, yaitu Turnabout Goodbye. A brand new episode has been added. Akan gue ceritain tentang yang Turnabout Goodbye ini. Akan gue save dulu bentar. Jadi yang Turnabout Goodbye ini adalah ini adalah masalahnya dengan si Edgeworth. Jadi kalau nggak salah nih ya, ini ada case terakhir di S2 Tourney. Ini akan berhadapan dengan masalahnya sama si Edgeworth. Jadi yang bakal jadi victimnya, jadi culpritnya nanti si Edgeworth. Waduh, gimana nih? Nanti kita bakal ada pokoknya nanti si Edgeworth lah. Nanti bakal diceritain nih nanti. Mungkin ya akan diceritain backgroundnya antara si Edgeworth sama si Phoenix Wright gitu. Bakal mantep sih ceritanya. Makanya tadi kan kayak ya gue udah pernah kita meet again. Terus ini begini segala macam. Kayak udah pernah ketemu gitu dulu. Nah tapi emang bener si Edgeworth sama si Phoenix Wright udah pernah ketemu dulu. Nah dulunya kayak gimana? Nah itu yang belum kita tahu sampai sekarang. Asik. Mungkin next episode kali kita bakal tahu siapa sebenarnya si Edgeworth ini dan apa hubungan dengan Mr. Phoenix Wright dengan lawyer pengacara kita, dan ada masalah apa dengan Mr. Edgeworth sampai dia masuk ke court gitu. Next episode. Jadi stay terus sama live stream gue. Thank you banget teman-teman yang udah malah ikutin live stream gue dari awal sampai akhir. Dan sudah jam 2 jam bukan live stream. Setengah 12 ya. Oke, teman-teman, thank you banget yang udah nonton live stream kali ini. Jangan lupa like, comment, dan subscribe, share ke teman-teman kalian jika teman-teman suka dengan live stream kali ini. Dan jangan lupa klik the bell button. So kalau kalian bakal dapat notifikasi kalau gue akan melakukan live stream hari itu. Oke. Thank you banget teman-teman yang udah menonton live stream kali ini. And I see you in the next live stream. Goodbye.
学ぶべきことなんて正解があるわけじゃなくてその答え出すた